Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good? With everything going on in this week's episode, it was kind of funny to see how crazy things can get very quickly for people when they have these types of stuff in their futures. So, not only does this demon get handled relatively quickly, thanks to the power of drinking blood and pretty much gaining back some strength every single time. It was an infinite amount, meaning the only thing you're gonna feel is pain for 3 days straight, and the person's just carving deeper and deeper in to find something that they can destroy and be over with it. So you definitely know when you see the final part of them walking out of the hotel that they are over it. They are super done with everything, bro. So I love that fact that even though you've gone through hell, there's still this curious mind that he's so focused on getting a kiss, or he's so focused on his goals, and as a whole, it doesn't really matter how things were in there to him. The thing that matters the most is he's alive, and the person that promised him something is alive. But even though you can say that, the girl he actually wants to kiss, the girl he would like to kiss the most, got to witness him doing it, and it becoming one of the worst first kiss of like in history of time. Um, there was one other kiss I seen that was pretty bad, but this one definitely takes the cake over even the one that I thought was the worst kiss of all times, and it was like her quote unquote first kiss. But that all being said, it's very curious to see the relationship between the eye patch girl and the main waifu for people. Just what differences they have, just what types of people actually follow them and want to be around them. And ultimately, there's something very curious about the boss and her eyes and just the way she carries herself, almost emotionless. But when she did see the kiss happening, she did take a pretty big chug, like she's just kind of over it type of deal. But when she was drinking, she didn't change at all, and she drank a lot. So that's another instance of she may just not be all there anymore, or her body just doesn't function the normal way that it should to these types of toxins in her body, maybe due to her contract. I am not sure. But if you look at her, she looks like you wouldn't have been able to tell if she drank or not, just how she carried herself. Well, yeah, all that said, y'all, I hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, evening. This was a interesting episode to say the least. It definitely was more focused on the weird dynamic between everybody, and we got done with the devil pretty quickly, so we'll hopefully see this gun devil and why it's so dangerous and why the chainsaw devil might have a chance of beating it. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for the support. Have an awesome one, y'all. I'm about to call it a day probably. So take care and peace.